All right, I want to welcome everyone to our live Saturday morning presentation. As you can see, well, everyone should be able to see my screen, and you'll see that it says, what makes E9 such a great energy drink? And prior to the start of today's presentation, I was talking to Dr. Brooks, and he's looking for some additional ways in which to market Synergy products, and I'll be doing some stuff with him offline on this. But here is a great product that Synergy Worldwide has that is just fantastic. It's a fantastic natural energy drink. It's called E9, and today's presentation is going to be helping you understand what E9 is as an energy drink, as well as some different marketing tools and strategies that you can use to be able to create a pocket, so to speak, in your Synergy business of people who are already enjoying energy drinks, which are most likely not healthy for them, and instead could have a natural energy drink that is healthy for them, will give them better energy, more long-lasting energy, and without the crash and burn that most energy drinks have. And one of the things in today's presentation, and this is a PDF that I'll make available on Tuesday to everyone, as well as I'll be putting this PDF up onto our Synergy family on the resource page. I'll talk about that a little bit later in today's presentation. But as you can see, the caffeine, this comes from the Caffeine Informer, and the energy market is absolutely huge, a $50 billion global market. And as you can see, the major player is Red Bull, followed by Monster and Rockstar, and the rest of them have some market share, but certainly nothing compared to Red Bull and Monster and Rockstar. And one of the things that has been created is this E9 comparison, where we compare E9 to Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, Amp, and NOS. And again, this will be made available to you so that you have this PDF graph that you can show to people. In fact, I actually have created, and I'll have this updated and put into, let me go to the right location here. So we've got this flyer that we've updated. It used to be an old flyer with the old E9 box. The box has been updated. All the information is the same. And so we have this energy comparison. This is in a PDF flyer that I'll make available to you again on our Synergy family website on the resource page. And again, I'll explain where it's going to be in just a little bit. Going back to this chart, as you can see, we look at several different areas on the left-hand side, from calories to added sugar to carbohydrates to added anhydrous caffeine to L-arginine, vitamin C, the different B vitamins, as well as cost per unit. And as you can see, from a calorie standpoint, there's 20 calories in E9, and most all the other energy drinks run 100 calories or more because they're adding sugar. I'm going to be showing you a video later today in our presentation that everyone should be able to watch and hear at the same time. So rather than me doing a presentation on E9 with regards to the ingredient list that's in E9, I would rather show you a very condensed 4.5-minute video that's been done in the past to be able to, again, show you a resource tool that you can use to either educate yourself or share with other people. But when we look at the E9 comparison, one of the major differences between E9 and the other ones, not just in the calories, because there's not the added sugar in E9, but this aspect of anhydrous caffeine. All the other energy drinks that you see here, the big five, use anhydrous caffeine. Anhydrous caffeine truly is a drug. You know, it's not like you're getting caffeine from coffee. This is caffeine that's produced in the lab called anhydrous caffeine that has significant health issues to it. Whereas the caffeine that's used in E9 comes from guarana, naturally sourced guarana. So it doesn't have the negative effects of anhydrous caffeine, just the positive energy components that you would get from caffeine. As I go down through this, here are the top 10 energy dangers from caffeineinformer.com. Cardiac arrest, heartaches and migraines, increased anxiety, insomnia, type 2 diabetes from the sugar, high blood pressure, drug interactions, addictions, risky behavior, jitters, and nervousness. So those are the top 10 dangers that come from an energy drink. And one of the things that you should be asking, if you see people who are using energy drinks, one of the things that you should be asking them is a series of questions. Just like we teach in the art of asking questions, if you start asking people questions, you begin to engage them in conversations. So I would do something to the effect that, well, I see you're drinking an energy drink. Just out of curiosity, how long does it last for you? Now, so it lasts for 4 hours, and that is it like a do you? I've heard it from experience in that for other people that drink these things that there's kind of like a crash. Does that happen for you? And so as you begin to ask these different questions that you formulate, does that drink ever leave you anxious? Do you ever get kind of jitters and nervousness from that? How many do you drink on a daily basis? Do you feel like maybe it's addictive? So this whole process of asking questions is all designed to gather information so that you can be able to position something that would give them all the benefits, but without the negative side effects that they share with you. So after you've gathered some information, you could say something, well, would you be interested in a natural energy drink that isn't going to give you a crash and burn at the end, but rather good, consistent energy over an even longer period of time and not addictive and won't give you any of that feeling of nervousness or jitters that you expressed? Would you be interested in looking at something like that? And again, depending upon what their answer is, you could even give them, I don't recommend this for Pro-Arginine Plus, where you give them a packet of Pro-Arginine Plus, because you set up an expectation that they're going to derive a benefit immediately from one packet of Pro-Arginine Plus. But with E9, sharing one packet of E9 with a person who's interested in, a natural energy drink could be significant, because the experience that we've had is that 9 out of 10 people see a positive benefit when they take the E9, that they can feel a difference just from the first packet of E9. And one of the things that we try to do is, again, marketing is all about trying to create a differentiating effect and be able to create awareness to attract people to you. So in just 36 seconds a day, I mean, it's like, oh, why did 36? That's kind of interesting. What in just 36 seconds a day? You can experience healthy energy and empower your body to live life to its fullest. So what's the differentiation with regards to E9 versus the other energy drinks? Well, one's convenience. Most of the other energy drinks are in cans that you either have to go into a store to buy, or you have to buy at a store like a Costco and then take the can with you. So you've got a can that you got to take and a can that you got to dispose, as opposed to just a stick pack. So there's convenience, affordable. Unless you're buying your energy drinks in bulk, just one box of E9 is about $1.30. Most of the times that you go into the gas stations and other places, if you look for energy drinks, you'll usually see them for $2 or more. No energy crash, save time, mental clarity, improved health. That's one of the nice things about the E9 from Synergy Worldwide, is that E9 not only is going to improve your energy and mental clarity and focus, but it's also going to help a person put in their body healthy ingredients that have a positive benefit, as opposed to the energy drinks and the ingredients that are in the energy drinks that have known health issues to them. Now, from a marketing standpoint, there's some marketing tools that are available to you. So for example, this one on the left, this is actually an infographic that is available to you from Synergy Worldwide. Let me switch over here. So if you go into Synergy, well, in fact, if you go into the resource page on our Synergy family, so let me even back up farther for new people that might be on today's call, or for those people, since this is being recorded, that are seeing this for the first time. We've created a page, or a website, I should say, for our Synergy family. This is available to everyone in my organization, but I make this available to anyone in Synergy Worldwide, whether you're here in the United States or you're over in one of the other countries that Synergy operates in. And if E9 is available to you, well, you most likely ProOxygen Plus is available to you. So this website is a website designed to help you market the Synergy products and build your Synergy business. And as you scroll down here, if you click on this icon that says resources, you'll go to the resource page. Pretty clear at the top that it's the resource page. Then as we scroll down, I'm going to be adding a category right here that will be natural energy marketing strategy. And the reason why I tell you to come here is because Synergy Worldwide has some great materials that they've produced. And what we try to do is, I found from my experience and the experience of others, that if you go into your back office in Synergy Worldwide, it's sometimes difficult to find the marketing materials that Synergy has created. They've created some great marketing materials, but sometimes it's difficult to find. If you come to the resources page on our Synergy family and scroll down towards the bottom, you can click on tear sheets and infographics. That's what I did. I mean, there's product fact sheets, but there's a tear sheet, an infographic. If you click on that, it opens up this page, right? Let me backlink this. It opens up to this page here where Synergy has all their tear sheets and infographics in one location. And as you scroll down here, you can see this E9 infographic that when you click on that, that's what I was showing you. And it's a great infographic that you can use. You can download this PDF. I'm waiting for, okay, there we go. So this is a great infographic that you can use. And the nice thing about it, it helps you understand where your market may be. Athletes, moms who need energy because they're taking care of kids throughout the day, college students who are always looking for energy, especially if they're burning the books on both ends, you know, and then nurses and other people who are on their feet. So that could be construction workers, you know, anyone that does physical labor, anyone, you know, that's highly stressed and needs energy. Just about here in North America today, because of the increased economic opportunity, there's a lot of people that are working today. So there's a lot of people that could use some extra energy because everyone's engaged in work. And so this is a great infographic in terms of E9 versatility meets value. And the nice thing about it is it has the same information that you'll find on the fact sheet is right there on the infographic. So it gives you the benefits of the E9. It gives you a supplement fact sheet so people can see what the actual ingredients are. And as you can see, you can download this to your computer so you can have it on your computer, which then allows you to send it as a link to people. Or you can copy this, right click and copy the link, and you can send this link to people who might be interested in the E9. So that's one resource tool that you have. This is the updated flyer that I'll make available. Again, if we go back to our Synergy family, on the resources page, I will be putting a section in the resource page for natural energy marketing strategy so that you'll have direct links to these types of resources that you can use to help you market the E9 product. Now, there's also some videos. There's this video here that I created that's 4 minutes and 10 seconds. I'm going to actually play it today. I'm not going to play the whole video. I'm going to play the first 3 minutes and 50 seconds of the video so that you can get a better understanding of this product E9 and the ingredients that are in it. Rather than me doing it, I'd rather have you actually see a video. But at the same time, Synergy Worldwide has their own video that they've created. There's no words to the video. Let me take that back. There's no there's words on the screen, but there's no dictation or narration of words in the video. The video is just a soundtrack and then the images that you see for the E9. It's about, I think, a minute and 30 seconds in length, and you will find that in the blog section of the Synergy. So if you go onto Synergy's website, and when you get to Synergy, if you hover over About and click on Blog, it'll take you to the blog page of Synergy. And if you click on Videos and then begin to scroll down, Synergy has some excellent videos that they've created, and here is the E9 video. So you have a video for ProArgent Plus, you have a video for E9, you have a video for the Biome Shake, you have a video for Mystica, Liquid Chlorophyll, and they just recently did a video in the last month on omega-3. And one of the things that Synergy is continuing to do is add these videos that last about a minute and a half, and that you can use from a promotional standpoint to help interest people. Now, the video that I created is this one here. You should all be able to hear this. I'm going to go ahead and start playing it, but if for some reason you cannot hear this video, someone unmute yourself and let me know. But I think I've got it set up properly that you should be able to hear it.
There is a scientifically designed energy supplement that can naturally increase your energy while improving your cognitive function and mental clarity. It's called E9. So the big question is why this energy drink compared to the big five that dominate today's marketplace. To answer this, let's do a quick side-by-side comparison. As you can see by the chart, the first big difference is in the calorie consumption. E9 is 20 calories, whereas the big five range from 100 to 140 calories per serving. The main reason for the difference is the added sugar. There is none in E9, whereas the big five add 27 to 31 grams. That's the equivalent of 7 teaspoons of sugar. Now the next major difference between E9 and the big five is in the type of caffeine used. The big five use anhydrous caffeine, which is a highly concentrated drug that can cause heart palpitations, increased blood pressure, and anxiety issues. E9 uses guarana, which provides a natural source of caffeine with all the positive benefits but few of the negatives. Clinical studies have shown guarana to improve memory and alertness. The next major difference between E9 and the big five is the use of L-arginine. This amino acid stimulates the production of nitric oxide in the cardiovascular system. The short-term benefit is improved blood flow. This improved blood flow improves the delivery of oxygen and nutrients to increase energy production. Next on the chart are a list of B vitamins, 7 to be exact. In general, B vitamins play a significant role in energy production, and in most cases, the B vitamins in E9 are significantly greater than you will find in the big five. If you watch my longer video on E9, we discuss each of these vitamins as it relates to improving your energy and cognitive function. E9 also includes other key herbal extracts that have positive benefits on your energy and cognitive function. The first one is Yerba mate extract, which provides a clean caffeine effect, meaning that it provides the energy and alertness boost like caffeine, but none of the unpleasant side effects. Next is green tea extract, which improves energy and brain function. E9 also includes Korean ginseng root extract, which has been shown to improve thinking ability, cognition, behavior, and quality of life. Maca root extract is in E9, which helps people feel more alive, energetic, and leaves them with a greater sense of well-being. Plus, E9 is convenient. Single-serve packets that you can take anywhere you go. No cans or containers to dispose of. Just tear off the top and add it to your water. It's affordable. Depending upon your order size, your price per stick of E9 could range from $1 to $1.30 per serving, which is less than a cup of coffee. No energy crash. Most energy drinks load your body with unnecessary amounts of sugar and artificial caffeine, resulting in an energy crash. Not anymore with E9 as your choice.
So that video is there for you to be able to utilize to educate yourself. And then I also have a longer version video that goes through the different B vitamins. But again, I don't want to show that today. I'll put that video up on our Synergy Family resource page so that you have both of them as a video for education. And yes, the video that I've done is the old boxing. Again, I found from experience that it doesn't matter. The new boxing, it's easy to explain to people that Synergy upgraded their box design, but the product is exactly the same as what it used to be. So you have those things available to you. And then the last thing that I want to do before we open this up for questions that you might have and how I can help you develop some strategies for marketing would be to look at E9 from a pricing standpoint and what it can do to help you be able to create cash flow for your Synergy business. Now, understand that I took this screenshot from the Synergy website. Every person who's a Synergy distributor has their own Synergy website. Let me see where I'm at here. Okay, there you go. So if you note, this is my ID number, 747349.synergyworldwide.com. If you put your Synergy ID number in there, your own Synergy ID number, whatever it might be, .synergyworldwide.com, you're going to go to your own replicated website. Every person who's on this call that is a Synergy distributor, you already have your own replicated website from Synergy Worldwide. And when you go onto your replicated website, it'll have your name here or however you're branded yourself with Synergy Worldwide. You know, I'm Dan Hammer Health Ltd. And if you hover over shop, you're going to see all products because this is the website that you can use to send to people who are interested in buying products. So if you're talking to a person who is interested in the E9, you can go on to your replicated website. I most likely have the wrong, that's why I've got Singapore. So that's the other nice thing about your replicated website is you can look at what your replicated website looks like in all the 25 countries that Synergy operates in. So let me go to the United States. And now when I go over shop, I'm going to see all products and all packs. And here's my E9. And if I'm interested in having a person who I've talked to who indicates to me that they would like to get E9, I can then send them. I can right click and copy that URL address, and I can send them that URL address, and they could go onto, they could click on that link in an email. They would go directly to this page. They would then be able to choose what they wanted from a 1-pack, 4-pack, or 6-pack. Now, before I click off this page, I want to let you know that your Synergy replicated website will help you sell products in other countries besides the United States. I say that to you because just yesterday when I went into my back office, I had a person buy from Great Britain, bought two 2-packs of Pro-Argine Plus. How did they do that? Well, they did that because several months ago I sent them the link, changed this to Great Britain, United Kingdom, went to the Pro-Argine Plus page for the United Kingdom on my replicated website, sent them the URL. So let me just give you a quick example. They live in the UK. What did I do? I went to shop all products. I picked out Pro-Argine Plus. You can see that it's in their monetary system. They have their choices, 1-pack, 2-pack, 3-pack, and 4-pack. And all I did is just right click and copy and sent them that link. And they then ordered off of this. They added to cart, did the checkout, became customers in the UK, and now they continue to order because they have their Synergy ID number in the UK, and then they order when they want to. So Synergy gives us the ability not just to market in the United States, but gives us the ability to market around the world. So let's go back to all products for the UK. And as you can see, the E9 is available in the United Kingdom, which means that if I decided to market E9 in Great Britain, I would be able to market it in Great Britain, and you can see that they have a choice between 1-pack, 2-pack, 4-pack, 6-pack, and 8-pack. Now, here in the United States, we only have the choice between a 1-pack, a 4-pack, and a 6-pack. So what would be the potential revenue stream that you could create through elite rebates as you have people buy E9? Well, 1-pack is $39 US, 33 CV, and if my 150 CV is already on my tracking center 1, then anything that's above it for the month, I earn a 25% elite rebate. All customers are tied to your tracking center 1. So if that person bought 1 box of E9, I would earn $8.25 in elite rebates. If they decided that they liked E9 and I talked with them and helped them see that a 4-pack would be a better value because maybe they're doing 2 sticks a day. I know many people who drink 2, 3, 4 cups of coffee on a daily basis. Well, why not just 2 sticks of E9? Save yourself all the cost of coffee and be able to get better energy, do it naturally with no crash and burn and more economically. So now something like that, a 4-pack might make sense to them where they spend $140, which is $35 a box. They're saving themselves $16 in cost. Their shipping is going to be the same. The shipping for a 1-pack versus a 4-pack is exactly the same. And you're going to earn a $30 rebate because the CV value on a 4-pack is 120 CV, and you're getting a 25% return as an elite rebate, which is $30. Or a 6-pack, which would be $200, bring their cost down to $33.33 a box. The CV value is $150, and your elite rebate is $37.50 from an elite rebate standpoint. So there's a way for you to be able to create interest, give a 1-stick sampling program, and that 1-stick sampling program creates a significant difference in their energy, one that they can feel and experience. And now you can help that person actually get the product through your replicated website. That way you don't have to inventory anything, and you can have them get their product through your replicated website, and you earn the potential for elite rebates once you're above the 150 threshold each month. That's here in the United States. Up in Canada, the threshold is 100 CV. So up in Canada, you would be able to start earning elite rebates once you had 100 CV of volume on your tracking center 1. Now, with that said, I'd like to open this up for questions, because what I'd really like to do is find, from your standpoint, how I can help you from a marketing standpoint be able to create awareness and attraction to add people to your Synergy funnel for E9. So you'll have to go in and unmute yourself. I don't want to go in, we've got quite a few people on this morning's presentation, so I don't want to go in and unmute everyone. I'll ask you to unmute yourself and then ask me your question. Dr. Brooks, are you still there?
Uh-huh.
So Dr. Brooks, I unmuted you, and I just wanted to come back to this. How many people, when you were in your practice as a chiropractic physician, how many people would come to you, and I'm sure they came to you for back issues, but was anyone have energy issues?
Oh yeah, yeah. I also specialize in classical homeopathy and nutrition. So it's not that was a regular thing that people would come in and say something about not having enough energy.
Okay. So do you see the ability to utilize E9 as something that could help them with their energy issues?
Yeah, it makes more sense to me to do it naturally than it does to drink a lot of coffee all the time. I'm not a big coffee drinker anyway, so in
Okay.
fact, I kind of discourage coffee drinking to all my patients because of the fact that a lot of them were on homeopathic treatment as well, and coffee's not good to be doing where you're taking homeopathic remedies.
Now, Dr. Brooks, one of the things that we talked about before we started to record today's presentation is now that you're retired and you don't go into your practice anymore and see people, so you don't have the contacts with people like you used to, but you live in the Dallas area. So Dallas is a major metropolitan area. I'm going to guess that Dallas most likely has close to 2 million people or more in the
Yeah,
Dallas area.
yeah, and growing.
Okay. All right. And so if you go onto the internet and you type in meetup.com, you'll most likely see a lot of meetup groups that are in the Dallas area that have an affiliation towards health.
Hmm.
And here's one. Here's just one simple idea. Typically, like you would go to those meetings, and when you went to the meeting, what I would suggest you do, unless this was at night, if the meetings are during the mid-morning or the daytime, take a bottle of water with me, already pre-sipped, maybe 2 or 3 sips out of it. And then at the meeting, what I would do is I would tear off the top of a packet of E9. I would
Hmm.
then pour the E9 into my bottle of water. I would then shake it up, and then I would leave my E9 packet on the table. Don't crumple it up, just leave it on the table. And then I would sip my E9 during the meeting.
Hmm.
And I would do that, one, because I like E9. I use E9 every day. Uh, but I would use that as a way of creating interest. People wanting to know, what are you doing? Well, this is my energy drink. I see you're drinking coffee. I personally don't like coffee, and I don't like the way that coffee makes me feel. I like the energy that I can get from coffee, but I don't like the negative effects that I get from coffee. And I found this natural energy drink called E9 that gives me better energy without the crash and burn, and gives me energy over a longer period of time, and it's much more healthy for me. And this is
Hmm.
what I'm drinking. Interesting.
Hmm.
And so you, just by the action of what you're doing, you can then create people who might have an interest in what you're doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. It seemed like everybody down here, I'm sure they do the same up there in Chicago, is in the Starbucks a lot.
Sure. Yeah,
And
and they can go to Starbucks and they can get their nitro. And I would imagine, I'm not a Starbucks drinker, but I got to imagine a nitro is around $6 or $7. Um,
right,
Here, $6 or $7 versus $1.30
right.
gives me better
Makes more
energy. You know, gives me better energy, and I don't have any of the health issues, and it's much more
right.
cost effective.
Makes more sense.
Don,
Yes,
Don,
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes, Timothy.
Timothy, you hearing me, Don?
I can. Go ahead, Timothy.
I did that at a meeting in Florida earlier this year, and that works. That idea works. Taking your water, open E9 or proarginine, shake it in your water, shake it up, and all around you want to know what you're doing. Because they can turn to a particular color and they want to know what's happening. And then you could tell them about what the product is. That works.
So you could do it both for E9 as well as you could do it for ProArginate Plus.
Yes.
You know, and so here's another idea. I do this every morning. I take one packet of E9 and I take a scoop and a half of Pro-Arginine Plus. But what you could do is you could take one packet of Pro-Arginine Plus with one packet of E9, do exactly the same thing. Go to meetup groups where you're actually in front of people. Do it during the morning and early afternoon ones, and do exactly what we just talked about. Tear off the top of the E9, add it to your water, tear off the top of your Pro-Arginine Plus, add it to your water, shake it up, and when people ask you, what are you doing? This is my ultimate energy drink.
Yep.
It's got E9, which is a natural energy drink that is huge. It within 5 minutes, I feel the difference of the E9 in my system, and I have great energy for a long period of time with no crash and burn. And I couple it with Pro-Arginine Plus, which is the #1 L-arginine supplement in the world, to increase my nitric oxide levels to improve my circulation. And if you improve circulation, you deliver more oxygen and nutrients, which then helps you have better energy. The combination of the two of them together is fantastic, as well as it helps me improve my overall circulation. And now you've introduced both E9 and Pro-Arginine Plus to people, so you can begin to help them either decide to do them both or one or the other. Hopefully that makes sense. Do I have anyone else with, thank you, Timothy. I appreciate you confirming that if you show people what you're doing, people will want to know what you're doing. Anyone else with any questions or comments before we close today's meeting?
And my final word is that it works.
I appreciate that, Timothy.
Yes.
Anyone else with any comments or suggestions or questions for me before we say goodbye?
Dan, I would like to just tell people how wonderful E9 is in my life.
What?
And I have found that even if I think I'm going to have a headache, if I just take an E9, I'll never have a headache. And in the mornings, if you just feel like, oh, I just don't feel that great, go have an E9. And like you say, within 5 minutes, I'm just off for the day. And I could not live without E9.
Yeah, it's such a fantastic product. It's really a sleeper in Synergy Worldwide. I just think there's so many people that could benefit from E9, especially in today's world where everyone's looking for some type of energy drink, whether it be caffeine, coffee, through coffee or through their energy drinks that are not beneficial to them from a health standpoint. Thanks for sharing
This is
that.
David Munoz.
Yes, David.
Good morning. Listen, I just wanted to, again, thank you for the presentation and share it with you that a lot of times I have to stay up late I'm either in a meeting or I need to just read or study something before the morning. And I'll tell you, E9 does the trick. 4 hours, I can almost count on 4 solid hours of focus and energy. And I just want to say that I've been in meetings where there have been colleagues of mine much younger than me. I don't know if that's good or bad. Maybe they work too much at their jobs, but they're falling asleep. And I've told them time and time again and shared with them E9, let them actually drink it. But people are a little bit, hesitant or maybe stubborn to really believe that an orange powder can work as efficiently as it does. But as far as I'm concerned, it does it every time for me. So thank you for the presentation.
You're welcome, David. So I have a question for you.
Sure.
So in those meetings where there's actually people there, do you drink your E9 and mix it up in the meeting, or do you drink it before you go to the meeting?
Well, there came a point in time then where I got, a little bit flustered in seeing so many people nodding off with a terrific presentation. Of course, I work in the financial services world, and the presentation is very, very interesting, and I'm captivated. But at the same time, I look around and I see people nodding, and yes, I have gotten to the point where I have brought a pitcher of water, Dan, poured 3 or 4 packets of E9 and poured it and gave everybody a sample so that they can actually test it and try it. And there are 2 or 3 people that actually drink it with me, but I'm surprised that most of them don't, because I think it's a terrific product, and it's heck of a lot better than the the Red Bulls or the 5-hour energy drinks that are not good for you.
So, David, I know you're frustrated for people falling asleep, but my suggestion would be, instead of sharing it with other people, just have your water bottle set up so that when you go into the meeting and people are already gathered there, and just before the meeting started, where everyone's there, just take out your E9, tear off the top, pour the E9 in, shake it up in your bottle, and then you start drinking it, and just leave the packet on the table.
That is an awesome idea. I usually just walk into the meeting with the E9 already mixed, but that's a great idea. I'll start doing that, Dan.
Yeah, and let me know what happens, because again, this goes back to what Timothy talked about, and confirmed, and what we talked about with Dr. Brooks and that. The actual experience of people seeing what you're doing, one, creates interest, secondly, shows them how easy it is, and then third, when they begin to ask you questions, it's like, okay, you've got the packet of E9. They can, if they're interested, you can push the packet over to them. They can feel it, touch it. They start asking you questions. Well, and you can say something to this effect, David. You can say, I've been in enough of these meetings that I know that over half of you are going to fall asleep during this presentation. I'm telling you right now, I've had a very long day. And I can tell you that my E9 as a natural energy drink is, one, going to keep me mentally alert during this presentation. And secondly, going to give me mental alertness so I can drive home safely. And then when I go home, it's not going to affect my sleep. I'm going to be able to go to sleep. Whereas if you're drinking caffeine, you're going to have problems. This is just a fantastic way of being able to maintain energy. And I use this during the daytime as well. But when I come to meetings like this late at night, I don't want to be like half of the people that you're going to see fall asleep during today's presentation. I want to be alert, I want to be aware, and I want to have great energy going home so that I can come home to my family safely.
You got it, Dan. That's absolutely right. And that point you made about having energy and then just hitting the pillow and just passing out, it's exactly right. You can have energy, but when you need to sleep, it doesn't interfere with it. So I will do that. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay, appreciate that. Thanks, David. Anyone else before we say goodbye? All right, well, I want to thank you. We'll be back next Saturday for another presentation. We're going to go over the resource pages, or the resource page on our Synergy family, to again help you understand all the different types of resources that are available to you to help you market your Synergy products. Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed weekend.